Hi, I'm Latoya Edwards, a cheerleader at RHS. Tonight, the Refugio Bobcats play the Charlotte Trojans, and we know we're going to be victorious. Go get 'em, Cats!
I'm Jessica Gunn, an RHS cheerleader, and we're here at A.C. Jones Stadium, where the mighty Bobcats are going to take on the Charlotte Trojans, here to begin the area playoff game.
Welcome to the 2A Area Championships. The Refugio Bobcats take on the Charlotte Trojans. And I tell you one thing, it's going to be a lot of fun. Playoff football, it doesn't get better than that. I'm Stephen King along here with Albert Flores. And I tell you, Albert, Charlotte's coming into this game. They're just moved up into the 2A ranks this year and have done extremely well, probably better than expected. But what are you expecting? And tell me a little bit about what's going on with the Cats and what they've thought about this week.
Well, we attended a couple of their practices this week, Stephen, and what we saw is that they're preparing for a run-and-shoot offense. The defense side of the ball for the Cats is going to have to be on all cylinders as far as speed and quickness goes. A lot of this is going to rely on the outside linebackers along with the defensive backs to shut down and adjust to the run-and-shoot offense of the Charlotte Trojans.
Well, Charlotte Trojans also better be preparing, too, because right now, as you can see, here come the Bobcats. Slowly but surely, almost in an intimidating fashion, the way they come onto the field here. A lot of them, too. They brought up a bunch of kids, you can see.
But you talk about a lot of them. We want to talk about 5 young men, the interior line, the offensive line.
We've talked about so much about the running backs and the yardage and the quarterback ground, how much yardage they're getting on the ground. But primarily it's due to one reason, those 5 guys.
Will McKinney, the All-State center at 6'6", 235, number 50. He's had some outstanding blocks in the previous games. A lot of credit goes to him. You know, we comment about the height, 6'6". To me, that would be kind of an awkward height to be a center, but Will fires off so good on the snap of the ball that's unreal, Stephen.
That's true. Also, number 62, the strong guard, Tony Elizalde. I'm telling you, another one who's just been doing an outstanding job for the Bobcats. I mean, they're creating holes left and right for these guys.
But number 70, Dan Sullivan, we didn't get to see him last week play. I believe he's had a slight hamstring. Number 70, Dan Sullivan, is supposed to be a starter tonight, so we'll be looking for him at 6'4", 275 pounds. The Cats offense likes to run behind him. He plays what they call the strong tackle. They have a strong tackle, a strong guard, and then they come back with a quick guard and a quick tackle. That's kind of the way their offense goes.
Like you mentioned, the quick guard, number 60, Tim Cohn, plain and simple, like I said, this is just the style of offense that they play, and the way that they run the direction of their plays is based on the quick, which is the quick side, which is the strong side. Cohn's been doing an outstanding job, along with who?
Number 75, Adrian Gonzalez, playing the quick tackle. And we saw Adrian last week have some key blocks in that bi-district game against the Banquete Bulldogs. So those are the 5 young men that were able to contribute a lot to the offense that Refugio has done this year. A lot of yardage on the ground, a lot of points in the scoreboard.
Real quick, before we get the ball game underway, we want to thank the sponsors, and I'm going to list them out for you real quick. We'll be bringing them up periodically through the game. Excel Sports Therapy, First National Bank, Friends of the Refugio Bobcats, Moya's Mexican Food, Refugio Booster Club, Refugio Motor Company, the TPR Arena, and, of course, the good people at Whataburger. And, again, we'll be talking about them a little bit more throughout the game, but it's been fun. Let's get it going. Going back deep, Charlotte takes the ball to start the ball game, and they continue on. Nice return. Number 20, I believe. Adam Vetta was the man, worked his way down the field, so they do get good positive yardage there to start the game. Let's see what the Trojans can get underway. I look at the rosters here, Albert, and it's substantially different. The Bobcats seem to have tremendous numbers versus Charlotte, but again, this is actually a smaller school, and you gave me an interesting tidbit of information there that they are, well, we'll tell you about that in just a moment. Kind of an interesting fact about their school in general. Number 15, Ruben Campos, the quarterback under center. Hands off to the first man, the fullback, trying to make something happen. Not much there. Number 88, the man, Michael Mascoro.
Mascoro playing that inside linebacker position along with number 9, James Hayward tonight. And they'll have the key in the early going to shut down the running attack and then see if the run and shoot of the Charlotte Trojans can get going there, Stephen.
Once again, number 15, Ruben Campos under center. Receiver split to each side. Once again, he's going to go to the first man, and he is going to be upended. Nothing there. Nothing there. First man on the play. You saw him. We saw him. Number 74, Brad Odom. 6'2", 215-pound senior defensive end who just stood him up and pushed him back.
Looked like Sean Sullivan also in there, number 70, the sophomore at that tackle position on the defensive side of the ball, Stephen.
The quarterback, Campos, sends his man in motion. Sets up. Oh, here comes the pressure. He is going to be taken down for a substantial loss. Big sack by the Bobcats. They are setting the pace right now, I tell you. Number 47, you can see the excitement. Zach Linscomb, 6', 215-pound senior. Real excited, along with Brad Odom, who was in there on the play, too. Again, it was a slew of Bobcats, I would say. But it'll make it 4th down, and the Trojans will have to kick this ball away. So, making nothing difficult on these guys already. Quick kick, a lot of pressure. It's going to come up substantially short and going to take a bounce backwards. Oh, my goodness. Ball's going to be spotted right about the 30-yard line. You cannot be happy if you're the Trojan head coach. Norman Potter has got to be just kind of scratching his head going, wait a minute, did we actually get negative yardage on that punt? But that's the scenario, plain and simple.
Well, we'll see what Michael Brown and his offensive team can do here. Great field position, as you pointed out, Stephen.
Oh, yes. You couldn't ask for better. Brown under center has Bisbee and Hollins. It's going to go to Hollins. Hollins, ooh, upended. Upended right as he gets over the 30-yard line. I believe on the stop, number 60, Matt Wagner for the Charlotte Trojans. Just kind of got underneath, found his way through to the ball carrier. He should fall forward for about a yard. Just about a yard exactly, as a matter of fact. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Brown again has 2 backs in the backfield, Bisbee and Hollins. Receivers split. This time it's Bisbee. Bisbee runs hard, fighting his way forward over the 20. Very close to the first down. I believe he does have it. There shouldn't be any problem there. I think all he had to do was get to the 20.
You know, we saw Bisbee come through the line. The split end, number 2, Roman Smith there, we got a shot of him, Stephen. He just trying to cut off the defensive safety there. If he gets that key block on time and Bisbee's there just a little bit quicker, I think Bisbee would have been able to break that one in for a touchdown.
We'll soon find out if they can get those points on the board. Going to go to Bisbee once again. Up the middle, fighting, breaking tackles. This time he will be taken down after about a 5-yard gain. Couldn't exactly pick up. It's hard to pick up again those white jerseys, yellow numbers. We've had this problem earlier this year, calling a few games in different areas, but that's a tough combination of colors. Michael Brown, the quarterback, on 2nd down and 5. Bisbee once again spins, falls forward, will be short of a first down by about a yard. Number 86, I see one of the members on the tackle, Gary Vallejo.
Well, I'll tell you what, Stephen, I was watching the interior lineman, number 62, Tony Elisardo playing that strong guard, and Dan Sullivan, number 70, the strong tackle. They had a great block there, number 70 especially.
Brown. He's going to keep it himself, left side. Turning the corner, will get the first down, upended about the 13-yard line. He needed to get past the 10, 14, so definitely another first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
You know, we see Roman Smith kind of say, hey, I should have had the block. Number 2 there, Roman Smith. That was great play on his part. He didn't get the block, but if he tries to get the block at that point, I think it could have been a clip, Stephen.
Yeah. Got to play smart. Got to play smart.
Great smart play there by number 2, Roman Smith.
0-0 the score here in the first quarter. Refugio on their first drive of the ball game. 1st and goal from the 8. Going to go Bisbee. Bisbee pulls his way forward. Touchdown. Number 33, Bill Bisbee. 5'10", 225 junior. That's a big man that knows how to use that power.
Number 2, Roman Smith, makes up for that previous play. He had a great block on this one. Number 2, Roman Smith, along with the tight end, number 89, Joseph Bland. 2 key blocks there. Number 2, Roman Smith, and number 89, Joseph Bland, to bring Bisbee into the touchdown territory.
The extra point coming. Conseno puts it up. It is good. That will make the score 7-0 here in the first quarter. As you can see, 6:58 remains in the first. Refugio on their opening drive only had to go 30 yards, but did an outstanding job. Take advantage of their opportunities, and that's what you have to do. Someone's going to give you that kind of field position. If you do not put some type of points on the board, you should be severely disappointed. And they just decided, hey, we're not going to even consider such a thing. 2 men back deep for the Trojans. John Consino, number 20, 5'7", 200-pound senior, the kicker. Again, he put the extra point in a moment ago. He'll be kicking it away, of course, after the 8-yard touchdown by Bisbee. Big leg, kicks it deep and through. He better step on the ball. It's a live ball there. There you go. We got the official knee.
Yeah, you say he better grab the ball, Stephen. We've seen it a couple of times, I believe, this year. They let the ball roll around the end zone. The coverage team goes down and gets it and say, hey, Mr. Ref, we got a touchdown here.
And that's the truth. It sure is, because that is live. You better be aware. It'll be, like you said, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Trojans take over. Let's see if they can do something with this drive. They were unsuccessful on their previous attempt. Number 84, Ramon, goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw, looks across the middle. Oh, broken up by number 30, Cedric Wills. Outstanding job. Actually, he did a super job, and I'll give credit to the receiver. I think he actually broke up the interception.
You know, in the pregame talk, we talk about the outside linebackers, number 20, John Casino, number 30, Cedric Wills. They're going to have a big play as far as shutting down this run-shoot offense of the Trojans go, Stephen.
Man comes in motion to the left, to the right side. No, left side, excuse me. Oh, quarterback draw. Pump fakes, turns it himself. He's going to take a hit and get free, but he will get 5 yards. Great closing speed by the Refugio Bobcats once they recognize the fact that 15, Ruben Campos, is going to turn it up the field.
You know, we talked about the run shoot of the Trojans, Stephen. Real quick, like here, yards rushing for the year, 2,468 yards. Yards passing, 1,123 yards. Great offense.
This team can move the ball. The defense better be ready. He rolls. He wants to throw. Here comes the pressure. He sets up the screen. Finds his man. Tries to break a tackle. Oh, he is upended again. He ran it back into the pursuit, seeing if he could kind of split the pursuit, but not the case. It will be 4th down. Here comes the punting unit.
Number 72 on that stop there, Sean Sullivan, the 6'2", 265-pound sophomore. Great stop.
On 4th down, trying to punt it away. Again, here comes the pressure. This time it's a better kick, substantially better kick. Almost, I tell you one thing, almost went off the foot of a Refugio Bobcat right there. I believe number 24, Lucas Garcia. You better be careful, Lucas, to get away from that ball. So it will be at the 46-yard line of Refugio. They'll take over. Much better punt this time for the Trojans. Receivers split to each side. Number 81, Billy Bailey, and also number 34, Norman Moya. Bisbee and Hollins in the backfield. It's going to go to Hollins. He delays, turns it up, gets good yardage all the way to the 44-yard line of Charlotte. He had that little hesitation delay and let the hole open. At that point, he took advantage of it and just followed the blocks.
Well, you know, you said he let the hole open. That side, the quick guard and the quick tackle were lined up to the left side, and that's where it was at. Number, 60, Tim Cohn, number 75, Adrian Gonzalez, a key block in there from the quick guard and quick tackle position.
On 1st and 10, Brown once again, he's going to go up the middle, this time to Bisbee. Bisbee fights his way forward. I'll tell you one thing, we either got a penalty or we are really firing off that line, one or the other.
Did you see number 62, Stephen?
Also
Great
number 70,
block.
they flew off the line, and apparently they said, yes, it was legitimate.
62, Tony Elisada, the great block. It looked like he pulled on that one. Quickness is the call.
On second, Hollins, left side, breaks a tackle, fights. Oh, this time the gang tackling got to him, but he does sneak forward for a few extra. Should be short of the first down by about a yard, maybe two.
You know, we have the weight on the defensive side of the ball for the Bobcats. They average 240 pounds per man. We're going to have to figure this one out on the offensive side because I know they got to be at least a good 215, 220 there average-wise per man in the interior line of the Cats.
It's not all size, a lot of his quickness and technique. On third down, Bisbee works his way forward. He gets his first down. Continues bullying, spinning, fighting his way forward. Second and third effort. On the stop, around the ankles, number 15, Ruben Campos. Had to bring him down, but again, it will get all the way to the 30-yard line. Wait a minute. Move it back. Move. Illegal motion is the call. 5-yard penalty against the Refugio Bobcats, so it'll actually make it third down and 7 now. So nullifies a good run by Bill Bisbee.
Well, the junior has picked it right up where he left off in last week's by-district game against the Banquete Bulldogs. That spin and that second and third effort, it gives him a lot of yards after the initial hit, Stephen.
So the ball will be spotted at the 40-yard line. Needs 7 for the first. Fumble. Ball is on the ground. And I believe the Trojans have it. Mishandle between the quarterback and the center. Never really got a good feel for it. It goes down, and the Trojans fall on top of it. So the first big break of the game goes to the Trojans.
That was Luke Clark, number 58, recovering that fumble there. It looked like just what the snap from Will McKinney to Michael Brown just wasn't executed.
It got up past the center, and Brown never really got a full handle on that ball. And once it got to the ground, though, the Trojans' recognition was just outstanding. They fell right on top of it. It is their ball. Ball is at the 41-yard line. Campos wants to do. Oh, here comes the pressure. He gets rid of it, though. He finds his man on the outside, works his way forward, gets only about a yard, though. Number 88, Mascoro, along with number 1, Michael Brown.
You know, Ruben Campos, for a junior, he shows a lot of poise there. That was James Hayward coming in on the blitz.
He was
and
all
he just
over
delivered him.
It was great. I mean, he found his man quickly, and they actually did get positive yardage out of it. So give him some credit because he felt the heat. Ball's high, snap. This is going to take it himself. It's kind of a similar situation to what happened with Brown, but this time he was able to pull it in and at least advance it for about 2 yards. So it should be third down and 7.
You know, it is a little humid tonight, Stephen. We were down there pre-game warm-up, so that might have some on the extension of the ball right now. We're not seeing anybody really keep that ball dry so far in this game.
Wants to throw on third down. Looks down the field. He's got his man. What a completion. All the way down to the 12-yard line. No, not the 12. Make that the 17. Excuse me. To number 84, Frank Ramon from Ruben Campos. Beautiful pass play right down the middle of the field.
Well, the defensive backs kind of took the bite on that fake there. The run shoot starting to work here for the Trojans, and that's what we talked about in the pregame talk. Your defensive backs and your outside linebackers have got to adjust, and they didn't adjust on that play, Stephen.
Now they got to get tough. Again, ball is at the 17-yard line. Finds his man. 10. Turns it up. Spun down at the 5. Number 5, Reggie Hollins, the man on the stop, but finding his beautiful pass to Jason Ruppel. Excuse me, make sure we give credit to the receiver there. Pulled it in, tried to turn it up, and the big stop by the defensive back, Hollins. It should be a first down, so it'll be first down and goal from the 6. Around the right side, trying to turn the corner. He will be stopped short about the 3-yard line, gain of 3. First man on the ankles, number 20, John Cancino.
We saw Reggie Hollins along with Michael Brown close in and also assist on that tackle. But right now, if they mix it up with some passing, now they come try to put it in the end zone with a run play. And size-wise, this is a small offensive line for the Trojans, Stephen.
They just need to give the quarterback time. The quarterback takes it himself, tries to work his way forward. Is it enough? I do not get an official call yet. They're going to say he's going to be a bit short. So he'll be sitting right close to the goal line, probably half a yard. So it will be third down, goal to goal. Interior of the line better be ready because you see the quarterback's quite an athlete. He can run it himself. Here he comes himself. Tries to work his way forward. There's a lot of pressure. I don't see the signal again. The interior of the defensive line for Refugio, I think, held firm.
Looked like number 47 from the bottom of that pile there, Stephen.
I guess so. I think so. Well, that will end the first quarter. Again, 7-0 is the score. The Refugio Bobcats lead over the Charlotte Trojans. Again, we're getting ready to start this second quarter. It is our sponsors that make this possible. And of course, the First National Bank of Refugio is your home-owned, full-service independent bank that works hard for hard-working people. As the largest financial institution in Refugio County, the First National Bank of Refugio has been servicing the county for over 74 years. The First National Bank of Refugio is an equal housing lender. We will be here when you need a bank. We support the Bobcats as they fight their way to the 2A state championships. Also, of course, people at Excel Sports Therapy. Gulf Coast Rehabilitation, Excel Sport Therapy supports the Refugio Bobcats and Woodsboro Eagles. We offer a full physical therapy service for all outpatient and inpatient needs. Call us at Refugio Memorial Hospital, 526-2321. And of course, the Friends of the Refugio Bobcats, backing the Bobcats in the 1996 race for the Class 2A state championship. Getting this second quarter underway. The Trojans knocking on the door about the half-yard line. The quarterback, number 15, Ruben Campos, under center. This time he's going to hand it off. They dive through. It is a touchdown. Number 19 splitting out wide, Clishawn Brown, along with number 24, Lucas Garcia. It's going to go to the first man, and he is just going to try and bull his way forward. Not much there. Gets about a yard. Number 30, Cedric Wills, trying to make something happen there, bullying his way forward, but good defensive pressure by the Trojans.
Well, the Trojans made some adjustment on that particular play, Stephen. They kind of stacked it up. The blocking scheme kind of broke down as far as the offensive line goes.
Brown once again under center. It's going to be third down. He gives it to the second man, works the corner. Hollins turns it back upfield. 30, 25, 20. He's gone. Goodbye. Touchdown. Number 5, Reggie Hollins. Outstanding blocking.
Outstanding blocking is a call. Number 19, Clishawn Brown, I believe it was there, Stephen. Great seal block. Allows another touchdown to go up on the board for the Cats.
And great running by Hollins, because there were people putting pressure on him, trying to grab him by the ankles. He'd pull his way out of those tackles, and again, turns it up for the score. And it was a beautiful play. Puts him up 20-7 with the extra point remaining. Cancino kicks it up. It is good. 21-7. The score here. I'm telling you, this is fun. This is fun.
I'll tell you what, Steve, that was a great little drive put together. We saw Garza come in, start the drive off. We anticipated some passing. Then they put Brown in there, and we went back to the run attack, and we got another touchdown, Cats.
Cancino kicks it up. It's going to go deep and take a bounce. Be fielded at the 10-yard line. Works his way forward. He makes a good move. Getting great yardage on the return all the way to the 35-yard line.
Looked like number 57 there, B.J. Garcia, along with number 7, Burl McKinney, I believe. That's number 7 being Will McKinney's younger brother there, Stephen.
Burt McKinney, outstanding, yeah. The good return by Gary Vallejo by the Charlotte Trojans. They have it first down and 10, just short of the 35-yard line. He wants to throw. He looks. Oh, incomplete at the 45-yard line. Again, kind of threw it to the inside while the receiver was looking for it to come to the outside. And we're bringing this area championship game to you from Beeville, Texas, A.C. Jones High School Stadium. So, again, Everybody's on the road this week. Everybody likes these neutral spots. Nobody wants to do the home and home anymore.
Well, this is more of a home field, I would say, Stephen, for the Refugio Bobcats. They're
closer.
What, like 23 miles from Beeville? You know?
Yeah, not that neutral then. Okay. 2nd down and 10. Pumps once, rolls. Having to sprint away. Here comes pressure. He is going to get rid of it and turn it up the field to the 45-yard line. Good pass, good catch. The quarterback did an outstanding job getting away from the defense and showing patience for his receiver to find an open area.
Well, we saw number 72 closing in on Campos along with number 9, Hayward there. We get a call.
We got a personal foul, roughing the passer.
Look from up here that they might call it on, should we say the number 9 there, Stephen?
It could have been. I started following the ball, so I couldn't tell you exactly how it turned out. But you know, what's done is done. It is a 15-yard penalty. So this is going to give them outstanding field position at the 40-yard line of Refugio. Tacking on 15. Referee's going to explain it to the coach.
Yeah, it's a big penalty when they step off 15 like that. Gives them first down. Can you pick up the spot of the ball from up here, Steve?
Oh, it's going to be spotted right at the 40-yard line.
Keeps the drive going is the main key.
And adds some momentum to the drive.
Yeah, you got it.
4 men in the pattern. They're going to run the option. Pitches it out wide. Using speed, trying to get outside. He will be dragged down after about a 9-yard gain, though, so good play. Again, they fooled everybody, putting 4 men in the pattern. All they were really trying to do was just clear out those flats areas and giving the opportunity to the running back to just make something happen. Again, that was number 86, Gary Vallejo, and again, gains 9.
Well, number 30, Cedric Wills from that outside linebacker, he stayed with that play the whole way, and he brings down the ball carrier. Great play there by number 30, Cedric Wills, a 5'10", 185-pound senior.
That could have been a big play. You're right, could have been even bigger. On 2nd down. Campos, he's looking. He turns it himself. He will get that first down, first things first, and then go out of bounds after about a 4-yard gain. He really continued to look downfield. He wanted to go downfield, but once he decided, hey, it was this close, you might as well get the first, move the chains, and then make something else happen.
Looked like Winston O'Connell.
Yeah, Winston O'Connell, number 61, exactly. Worked his way to the sideline and forced Campos out of bounds. We got a timeout on the field. Refugio takes it. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. It's been a good one so far. I tell you one thing, even though it seems, of course, there's a 2-touchdown lead for Refugio, the Charlotte Trojans have proved themselves worthy of being in this ball game. You know, they've got an outstanding offense. That's what we mentioned. Yeah, that's exactly. Albert was just pointed out something to me earlier, and we were going to bring it up, that they are in 2A for the first time. They moved up from the 1A this year, and by a ruling because they have 3 students, a total of 3 students limits of 1A football. So, I mean, they're barely in 2A. He wants to throw. He has got his man low, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know, Stephen, you make that comment about the student enrollment. In the past 2 years, they have advanced to the area championship game, so they do have some playoff experience. We see Campos there on that delivery just a little low, but for a junior, he is showing a lot of poise. He took that hit a while ago from one of the defensive linebackers, looked like, as far as the Bobcats play on that penalty. He just got himself right back up.
You have to. Again, he's resilient. Man in motion out of the backfield. Wants to throw. Straight drop. Here comes pressure. Slips his way through. He's going to turn it up the field himself. Breaks outside, back inside. What a run. What a run. I tell you one thing, what a run. Number 30, Cedric Wills, along with number 5, Reggie Hollins, were the ones to bring him down about the 6-yard line. But, wow, I tell you one thing, Ruben Campos was zigzagging, just making people miss him left and right.
You know, we see that little off-season workout where they have the cones out. You switch your ball left and right, and you do a little hop. That could have been from that type of workout in the off-season there for Campos there, Stephen. Great run.
Straight kind of run. There's a serpentine kind of run, just left, right, and people just arm tackling. You can't arm tackle. You need to break down, get in control, and then make a clean form tackle. So, again, Refugio almost gets burned for a score there, but they do take him down on the 6-yard line.
Well, there we see the defensive coordinator, Coach McKinney, pointing out some adjustments that he wants the defense to make on the field. And that right now is the key. They got to keep these Trojans out of the end zone here with, what, about 3 minutes left in the half, Stephen? The Cats on top of the score 21-7.
You got it. He rolls right. Now here comes a pursuit. He's going to try and do something. He turns it back in. Is it good? Oh, they say he traps it. They say he traps it. Oh, he is not happy about that. But number 18, Jason Ruppel, had a shot. He says his arms are. To this day, I think he's going to go home next week and swear that he made that catch. But it was close. It'll be second down and goal.
Once again, as you pointed out, Campos, pursuit coming. Great poise to go ahead and try to put that ball into the end zone.
That was awful close. That was awful close. Campos is showing some good speed, getting away from the defenders that are putting some pressure on him. He's running it. He's going to pitch it out left side. Here comes the pressure this time. This time he'll be knocked out of bounds. Gain of only 1. Good recognition. I believe Hayward, along with number 2, Roman Smith.
Along with Michael Mascoro there, number 88. The inside linebackers, Hayward and Mascoro, they got out there quick, Stephen. Like I said, great reaction.
They picked up on that very well and did an outstanding job stopping that play because they stretched that play out earlier for a good gain, but not this time. Third down and goal, right about the 5-yard line. He wants to throw once again. He rolls right. He is going to find his man. It is a touchdown. The Charlotte Trojans definitely in this ball game. Jason Ruppel does an outstanding job there. Again, he was not thoroughly disappointed. I mean, yes, he was unhappy they did not give him the call on the last play, but bounced back to get himself open, take it in for the score, so he can feel better. He won't lose any sleep about that initial call. High snap. Going to be kicked up. Luke Clark, number 58, puts it through the uprights, making the score 21-14 with 4:21 remaining here in the first half. I'm telling you, they came to play.
They came to play. The run and shoot right now has got the Refugio Bobcats defense on their heels. They've got to make some adjustments. I feel, Stephen, that they got to take control of this drive coming up right now and regroup at halftime and come back and play some solid football in the third quarter because the Trojans, as you just said, they've come to play. Campos has really been poised back there under a lot of pressure.
Outstanding so far. Again, both teams playing some good football. Again, Refugio leads by 7, but like we mentioned, no walk in the park. Okay, Refugio picks it up early. I think that's Cancino. He's going to try and turn it around. He gets to the 45-yard line. Tried to make something interesting out of that there. Took it early and seeing if he could catch them off guard.
Well, John Cancino's getting quite a bit of playing time here tonight. He's the kickoff man and also playing linebacker at times. And now he gets to be on the return team there, and wisely picks that one up at 5'7", 200-pound senior. He's been around this football program for a while, Stephen.
On first down and 10, ball just short of the 45-yard line of Refugio. Garza's in the ballgame at QB. Oh, great tackle. Number 60 brings down Reggie Hollins for a loss of 1. Number 60, of course, Matt Wagner, just does an outstanding job just getting one hand in there. One hand is enough to get that ankle and slip Hollins to the ground. So it will be a loss of a yard, so it'll be second down and 11. Michael Brown comes back in the ballgame, but he's going to be split out wide to the left side. Number 24, Lucas Garcia, is going to split to the right. Bisbee and Hollins in the backfield, and of course the new quarterback, number 12, Jason Garza. He wants to throw. He drops. He looks. He is going to be, incomplete. Throws behind the intended receiver. Again, that was Garcia. Lucky for Refugio that was not picked off.
Timing just wasn't quite there, Stephen.
Well, it's also you when you bring in the quarterback kind of fresh. It was his second play in. He had played an earlier series, a few plays, but you have to really establish that rhythm, get in that rhythm of the ball game. Bisbee takes the first shot. He'll be dropped. A little bit of excitement there. A little bit of excitement, as you can see.
Well, they stopped
Luke Clark was the man.
Luke Clark, that's right, Stephen. They stopped them, brings up a punting situation. Momentum right now is on the Trojan side. They scored. They're within striking distance, 7 points down. Here it is late in the half.
Trying to get enough players on the field. They do. They're going to be a lot of penalty flags. You just can't do that. So they're going to – ball goes off the helmet of one of the Refugio Bobcats, but pretty much it depends. Do they want to take that there? Because it's not really bad field position considering, but or are they going to call that a dead ball foul? Not even let that play really get started.
Well, that was Will McKinney, number 50 there, hustling downfield. He snaps the ball and then hustles downfield after the punt on that one. There's a call, Steven. I'll let you take it.
Legal procedure, 5-yard penalty. What is the call, though? Are they going to make him punt it again? Or are they going to take the position? No, I thought so. They're going to decline it and take it. It was initially hit by McKinney. The ball bounced up and hit him in the head, and but that's where they'll get the spot. Not too bad either. Not too bad. Right about the 34-yard line. Not a whole lot of time in this first half, so I would anticipate them going into the air. 3 men to the right side. He hands off and does not fool the Bobcat D. I think I see Hayward over there, along with number 30, Wills, of course, and number 47, Zach Linscomb, the defensive end. That whole right side was not fooled at all.
Well, they had some trips there, Stephen, as you pointed out, to the right side. I believe they're trying to set something up for maybe the next play or something coming up. We'll see what that does as far as offense goes.
Giving them a new look, exactly. Make them think about something else. Receivers to each side. Again, 3 in the pattern on the right. Actually, 5 receivers in the pattern. Ball is on the ground. The quarterback picks it up. Moves it forward. There's a lot of penalty flags. They were flying from everywhere, so let's see what the call is. We're probably going to have some illegal motion or illegal procedure of some kind, the way I see it.
It looks like
it is a procedure penalty.
Concentration with them trying to get the receivers in the pattern is just broken down a little bit as far as the Charlotte Trojans go, Stephen. They've sent in what you call 5 guys in possible the pass pattern there on that last play as they
they had 2 to the left, 3 to the right.
Okay.
Nobody in the backfield, so pretty much it was a given what they were going to be doing. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line, so yeah, they're going to decline that and take away the down. That was more important to them than anything. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 right short of the 35-yard line.
Well, there was C. Campos looking toward the sideline for the next call. And they're going to try to air it out here, Stephen. They're definitely trying to get something in the scoreboard before this half comes to an end.
3 receivers, right side. They jump once again. Ball is on the ground. Refugio has it. No, actually, I believe it's a dead ball foul. Again, it's a turnover at this point, but it should not. The play never really existed. The play never actually happened because of the penalty flag on the illegal procedure stops the play right then and there.
Well, the concentration on the Trojans' offense is just broken down completely. They were going to try to get some going here on this drive. There's a call, Stephen, against the Trojans, as you pointed out.
So it will be a 5-yard penalty, moving it back, making it 3rd down and about 14.
Well, we see Campos there on the sideline talking it over with the head coach, Norman Porter, as you pointed out. But once again, the passing attack is just breaking down because the snap is not there. The penalties are just not letting anything develop as far as the Trojans go here.
21-14 the score. Pitch. Trying to turn that corner. We thought he was going to be running. Look at this. Great play. I think they get enough for that 1st down. They keep the drive alive. They caught everyone off guard totally. Gary Vallejo goes around the right side. And, again, we were looking for the throw. I can assure you we were looking for them to pass.
They looked like Hayward there just trying to cut him off from behind, trying to trip him off, and just couldn't quite get there. Great run by Gary Vallejo to, get the 1st down there, Stephen?
Absolutely. It'll be 1st down, just short of the 50-yard line, about the 48.5, we'll call it. He rolls, he looks, he's trying to show some patience. Now he sees a man open, flips it down to him. What a catch. What a catch at the 31-yard line. I'll tell you one thing, that was a great touch pass, and the man on the grab, I believe, was number 86, Gary Vallejo once again. What a catch.
Well, we got timeouts, Trojans there. They had those penalties called against them. 54 seconds left in the half here. Right now, the Cats are kind of on their heels after these two big plays on the Trojans' behalf on the offense.
You can't play a little prevent here. You still got to maintain your aggressiveness. Let's see what they do. Quarterback Campos, he is going to be taken down this time. Big man on top of him, number 74. First man to him, continues pushing him back. Brad Odom, outstanding play. That was tough.
I tell you what, Stephen, that was number 72 there, Sean Sullivan, on that big play. We got to give him the credit.
Odom. Was that Sullivan? I thought
that
it was Odom.
Sullivan, number 72.
I don't know. I swear I read a 4.
We're going to look at game film next week, and I believe we'll see number 72, Sean Sullivan, on that tackle.
Okay. We'll see. I have to admit, though, the guy looked pretty big to be only 215. 265, so that does sound about right.
It goes back to that mystery guy we had during the season.
We've had mystery people before. Yeah, we had mystery people earlier in the year, but receivers to each side, third down. They tried to build something a little quick trap up the middle, nothing there. Gains 2. Hey. Hey. I'm doing the best I can, folks. Trouble.
And we get that little clock.
We'll have to have a little talk with our graphics man. Yeah, little clock man is that'll be fourth down.
What do you think? Field goal try, Stephen? 4 seconds left in the half. What's going to be your call from up here?
That's a pretty long field goal attempt. That would be from a lot. I think they're going to air it out. I think they're going to throw one to the end zone.
Okay. 4th and 17, you saw there. 4 seconds left in the half. Bobcats on top. I scored 21-14. We'll see.
Yeah,
no field goal attempt here.
It would be 54 yards. I don't see that happening. They're going to air it out. They're going to send everybody deep. Little Hail Mary. 3 to the left. Here comes the pressure. Has he got time to get rid of it? He's going to the opposite side where he's got one man going to the end zone. It is going to be broken up. Actually, the receiver did step out of bounds before the play, but a good job. Number 2, Roman Smith. 21-14 the score. We're here at halftime of the 2A area championship. It's been a lot of fun so far. Roman Smith, as we mentioned, on the play, knocking the ball away.
Now for a little entertainment, for your enjoyment, the mighty Bobcat Marching Band.
As a band does a routine for you to We Got the Beat.
if you'll get out your ticket stubs on the football that you want to tan for, if you'll look at your stubs at the last 4 digits. The winner is...
You know, again, it is our sponsors that make it possible. Again, Moya's Mexican Food. Moya's Cafe has been in business since 1938. 4 generations of family service. Again, they always support the Refugio Bobcats. Again, go Bobcats all the way to state from Moya's Mexican Food. The Refugio Booster Club. Refugio Bobcat Booster Club wishes the Bobcats good luck in their quest for the 2A state championship. We are proud of you. And also, Jerry Lockett over at Refugio Motor Company. We support the Refugio Bobcats. All of us at the Refugio Motor Company are your friends before and after the deal. We are located at 706 South Alamo in Refugio, all the way to state. Albert, first half, been interesting.
Well, the storyline pretty much in the first half, Stephen, has been the run and shoot of the Charlotte Trojans. Refugio made some adjustments late in the first quarter. They had to readjust there in the second quarter. Charlotte's put some points up. And I don't believe that the key to the ball game is really on the line as far as the offense goes of the Bobcats. It's what their defense can do to stop the scoring threat of the Charlotte Trojans.
I mean, yes, Refugio is a very potent offensive team, and they're doing an outstanding job. They're going to be receiving, as a matter of fact, to start the second half and see if they can put points on the board to try to extend this lead. But you're right. Charlotte has shown that they are offensively potent themselves, and they can get down the field if they need to. And, of course, being a playoff game, they need to. So, Refugio will have it to start the second half, see if they can really get something in gear, and I'm sure Coach Harris would love it if they could just blow open this game. As you see, they lead by 1 touchdown, 21-14 to the Bobcats over the Charlotte Trojans. They're going to be kicking it away. Going to be a little squibber, going to be taken down right at the 37-yard line. So here's the scenario there is, I believe, it's at 37, actually 47-yard line.
Well, they're kind of respecting what do you think the return men of the Bobcats there. They've had
very
some
dangerous.
Great returns during the season. That was number 57, B.J. Garcia, falling on that little squib kick, as you pointed out, Stephen.
The Bobcats are going to come up to the line, sending receivers to the left side. Brown back in at QB. He and Garza have been switching back and forth in the first half. He rolls. He wants to throw. He is going to turn it himself. He's going to be, oh, there it is, 40, 30. He's going to go free. There's a penalty flag I think I saw, but Brown turns it in all the way. We have flags. Let's see. Oh, my gosh, Michael Brown with an outstanding run, but let's see what's going to happen. We pulling it back? What do you think?
Oh, we're going to just sit here and let the officials call this one for us. Holding, Stephen?
It's official. It's a hold.
There were some great seal blocks there. We keep pointing out the seal blocks because that's my terminology of what I point out from the split ends or the backs there, wide receivers there, as you point out. And that was just great.
I think it's going to say an illegal block on the back.
Okay.
Hold. It's going to move it all the way to the 44-yard line. I saw 2 of the Trojans go down. 2 of the Trojans went down in one shot. That might have been where it happened. Michael Brown is out of the ballgame right now. He's on the sideline. I think he's a little upset the fact that he didn't work so hard and that was taken back. But, you know, that's football. That is just the way it is. Garza back in the ballgame. Hands off. Oh, upended. I think he's actually trips himself up. That was Bisbee. Gets himself back to the line of scrimmage.
That play really never had the timing to it to develop back here in the backfield on the exchange from Garza to Bisbee there.
There were too many people in the backfield, as a matter of fact. He might have got his feet tied up with the blocker. Neither here nor there. It's second down. This time up the middle. Bisbee bulls his way over the 45 to the 42.
You say bull his way up there, but I tell you what, number 60, the quick guard there, Tim Combe, and number 75, the quick tackle, Adrian Gonzalez, and quick is the call. They just created a running lane there for the back to get some good yardage on there, Stephen.
Ball resting at the Trojan 42-yard line.
Receivers split to each side here. Brown back in at quarterback. He keeps it himself, follows his fullback up the middle. Works his way over the 40 to the 38. Ball is loose, but they're saying it is down. The ball was already down. Play had been stopped.
Will McKinney was quick to get on that ball, number 50 there, Stephen. What they call the ground?
They said, yeah, the ball had already been, the ball was dead.
Okay. But Will McKinney, needless to say, got on it quick to make sure that the Cats kept possession of that one.
Second down. Ball, I believe, at the 39-yard line. Going to Hollins. Follows his blockers, pushes his blockers forward. He turns it up the middle. Follows. He's got his men turned around. Hollins sprinting to the end zone. He is going to go all the way. You see the man downfield, number 75. Adrian Gonzalez was doing an outstanding job leading that play all the way down the field.
You know, he had his block at the line of scrimmage, Stephen, and then he went on downfield by another 10 yards, kind of screened Trojan off, and then he went down another 5 yards and had another block. 3 blocks on the same play? Beautiful. Number 75, Adrian Gonzalez.
Hollins does an outstanding job following his blockers, going through the holes, taking what they give him. Beautiful play. Extra point is good by Cancino, making the score 28-14. The Refugio Bobcats lead here over the Charlotte Trojans in this area championship golf ball game.
You know, Stephen, I pointed out the defense would have to rise to the occasion and stop the Charlotte Trojans wide open run and shoot. You pointed out that the offense would have to get some points to start the third quarter, and they've answered what you said. We'll see what the defense can do here with 9:37 left in the quarter.
It's their turn. As you mentioned, we're midway through the third quarter, almost midway through. Back deep to receive, number 20, Adam Vetta, along with number 86, Gary Vallejo. Cancino's going to be kicking this ball away. See if he can get it deep. And he's kicking into a little bit of a breeze. It's going up high once again. It's going to fall short at the 25-yard line. And all of a sudden, here comes the pressure. Boom, taken down 29-yard line. Only a 4-yard return. First man down, I believe, Cedric Wills, number 30, along with number 57, B.J. Garcia. But I think Wills was the first man there.
You know, we mentioned number 57, B.J. Garcia, a couple of times. He's specialty team-wise, he is their headhunter, I guess we would pinpoint him out to be, Stephen. He hustles on those punts or kickoffs downfield all the time.
Campos under center on first down. Ball again at the 29-yard line. No, Campos is going to be taken down. Hayward just used some closing speed, getting to Campos, twisting and pulling and rolling. And I tell you one thing, he's not a happy man. One of the problems out there for Campos is he's a right-handed quarterback. He's rolling to the left side. He wants to throw, but in order to get any kind of accuracy, he has to turn and square his shoulders up. But in all the time it takes for him to do that, to get himself turned, Hayward's closing speed was just too much. 6 foot, 235 pounds. We're talking one serious athlete right there. I mean, got the size and the speed. Danger. On second down and very long, goes to the first man, nothing there.
Number 74 there, Stephen, looked like?
I believe so. Brad Odom once again. It's going to be spotted at the 20-yard line. They need 19 for a first down. Campos under center has numerous receivers in the pattern. Straight drop back. Oh, the pressure's coming. He breaks free. Slips by, tries to turn it up. Oh, and a great open field tackle by number 20, John Cancino. I mean, he was in total control. Broke down and then aggressively went at the legs of Campos, taking him straight to the ground. Outstanding play. Ball came free, but they said he was already down.
At the point of impact, Stephen, he just exploded into Campos there. John Cancino, 5'7", 200-pound senior. Great ball player here. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast, he's getting to play a lot more on the defense side of the ball for the Bobcats.
Charlotte punting it away. Good kick. Kicks away. Great kick. Not a good kick, a great kick. Oh, off the hands. Oh, he does. Does he get control? Yes, he does. Michael Brown, if he finds a way out of this one. No, I don't know. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen this time. He was getting pulled and tugged, and you see his pads are exposed now.
You see number 19 there kind of looking back, and Michael Brown said, hey, which way were you going to go, guy? And also Roman Smith back there, great heads-up play on his part, not get that penalty drawn against him on that
I believe
block.
Luke Clark, I think, is the punter there.
Okay.
He did an outstanding job. Got all of that one. And fortunate for Refugio that even after that tough bounce that went off the hands of Brown, he was able to get control. T formation in the backfield. Keeper, quarterback Garza. He's our passing quarterback. What's he doing running? Penalty flag. Penalty flag thrown in.
Well, you pointed out, Stephen, T formation there. That's the first time we see Refugio go to that offensive set in this ball game?
In this ball game, I believe so. Mascoro is coming in the game. They're going to call it an illegal block. Illegal block in the back. So it will be a penalty at the spot of the infraction. Let's see where they're going to move this ball to.
You know, Refugio has had several penalties in this ball game, Stephen. A couple of them were big offsetting penalties as far as the step-off win against them. And here they draw another one to start this drive off with. So right now the mistakes of the way they're blocking has been a key in this ball game.
Agreed. Agreed. They need to get something going here. Again, they are backing themselves up all the way to the 8-yard line. Ooh, make it awful difficult on themselves. On first down.
First down for the Bobcats.
T formation once again. Hands off. Bisbee. Bisbee turns it up. He finds running room. He breaks it free. It's a foot race. 40, 50, 40. Here comes the pressure from behind. He will be taken down at the 17-yard line. Bisbee, I believe he got him out of a hole. He got him out of a hole. But again, speaking of holes, we
Tell you
owe
what,
that.
the lineman, Stephen, you speaking about holes, those guards just amaze me. Number 50, Will McKinney, an outstanding block. I tell you what, that was all center and guards to create the hole there for Bisbee to run on. Just straight up the gut, as we would say. Beautiful hole to run on. You and I could have probably gotten some yardage out of that one, Stephen.
Okay, whatever you say. T formation. Bisbee, no, that's actually another man in the ball game. Giving Bisbee a breather. That's Cedric Wills, number 30. Worked his way forward, get some good yardage though.
I didn't want to stun you there on that comment, Stephen. I've been doing some research on you here lately.
I just people run a little
Yeah,
bit,
I know
you
now. But you pointed out Cedric Wills sparing there Bill Bisbee. That was a great run by Bisbee.
Yeah, I used to run against some of these Refugio Bobcats. I remember old James Lott and Eugene Whitmire, Kent Harris.
I've been
Years
researching
ago.
you.
They beat me. But, you know, I ran against them. Going to go to Hollins, left side. Reagan tackles, gets down past the 5 to the 3. Number 12 on the stop, Jim Heiligman.
You know, Stephen, we're seeing some things happen here tonight in this area ball game. It's definitely some of these film clips are going to have to go on a highlight reel because these cats are doing some blocking and some running that we haven't seen them do before.
This formation seems to be working well for him. Bisbee's back in the ball game. He's going to be stopped right at the 1. Good play by number 73, Matt Piscada.
You know, number 70 there, Dan Sullivan. Great block on his behalf there to get what little yardage was available for the running back to pick up there. Sullivan, we pointed out, had the hamstring pull, I believe it was, did not play last week's game. And he's ready to go tonight, and he's been contributing quite a bit from that line as far as offensive line blocking goes.
Bisbee up the gut, touchdown. Followed his guards and center. Exactly, just went straight up. They blew off the ball, knocked the Trojan defensive line out of the way, and again, it was an easy touchdown for Bisbee.
You know, Bisbee had that long run to set him up.
Yeah, he earned that. He should have got. He definitely was the man. He should have got the run there.
5'10", 225. The junior playing some great ball here tonight.
Cancino to kick it away. It's down. It's up. It is good. Scoring continues.
We think-
35-14.
We think, Stephen, the comments we made at the start of the third quarter, the storyline.
You think they were listening?
I don't know, Stephen. 2 touchdowns here, great drives.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. 35-14. They're doing an outstanding job here in the third quarter.
There we get a little sideline shot of cheerleaders along with, I believe, the Bobcat mascot there, Stephen.
4:46 remains here in the third quarter.
It's been all Refugio Bobcats in the third quarter, folks.
3 touchdown lead at this point, but you cannot grow content.
You know, we made comments during the season about our flag barriers, Stephen. One thing we didn't point out in this ball game, Refugio's got their own flag also.
Just something to rally behind. Ball's going to be taken at the 25. Nothing there. Coverage was down quickly. One thing about kicking it high is it really gives your guys an opportunity to work their way down the field.
Hey, Stephen, you talk about something to rally behind. I'll tell you what, we were late in getting to the stadium tonight. We wanted to be at the prep rally this afternoon. We didn't get a chance to attend the prep rally at 2 o'clock, but we had a spirit stick put together from Bay Area Studios. We gave it to the cheerleaders before the game, and we believe we brought them some luck tonight, Stephen.
Oh, you taking all the credit here? What's going on? Trying to go over the left side. Number 47 would have no part of it. Zach Linscomb, the defensive end, stretches that play up, wraps him up, and holds him up long enough for the rest of the Bobcat D to come and just kind of clean that play up some.
And we kind of felt that Charlotte was going to be a good team coming into this ball game, that they might need some little extra spirit, and that's why we bought that little spirit stick as a token from Bay Area Studios, Stephen.
Here's not going to give it up. It's all you, isn't it? That's right. oh, incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. I'm telling you one thing. He was open, hit him in the hand, found a hole in the defense. Cedric Wills was the man closest to it. He may have got a piece of the ball. I'm not sure. But intended receiver, I believe, number 84, Frank Ramon. Close stuff.
We have 3 minutes, 59 seconds left in the third.
We looked there at the offensive lineman kind of just staring down and say, guys, we got to get some blocking done here. We haven't been able to execute our blocking schemes like they told us during the week we would be able to.
It's third down and long. Pitch to the right side. Here comes the pressure. He is going to be manhandled. He tries to run back in. Oh, my goodness, James Hayward. James Hayward along with number 72. Big shot. Sean Sullivan holds him up. Hayward knocks him back.
The blocking, it's just not there for the Charlotte Trojans. They're probably being, outweighed maybe 30 to 40 pounds per man on that offensive line.
Possibly. They'll be sending in their punting unit right now. They're just way too deep in their own territory to consider a fourth down conversion.
The defense rose to the occasion on that drive there, Stephen. The offense had put some points on the board for them. Now the defense shuts down this run-sheet offense of the Charlotte Trojans.
Another good kick. This time, Brown had to lift his hands up for it. Did it go off of Brown? Whose ball? Oh, my goodness gracious. Refugio was so lucky on that play. I'll be honest with you, because the Charlotte Trojan, I believe number 20, you see him right there, Adam Vetta, was down on that play, and he was taking some funny bounces. He had a real good opportunity of falling on that ball, but, that football is oddly shaped for a reason. It doesn't take any clean bounces. Oh, man. Very tough. When you have to raise your hand to catch a punt, it's almost you should not even try to catch it at that point. That's a very difficult play. Brown. He's keeping it himself. He tried to get the corner. He does get the corner. Gets over the 25, 30, 40, 50. All the way. You see it. Michael Brown just turned the corner. Slow and developing. But once you got the corner, no one could stop him. No one could stop him. He just outran him. Plain and simple, outran him.
Tell you what, I was able to pick up 2 key blocks. Number 24, Lucas Garcia, and number 34, Moya. And the rest were linemen hustling downfield to screen some blocks for Brown to get it in. So great run on behalf of Brown.
They underestimated Brown's speed on the sideline. They were taking bad angles when they tried to come up to get him, but he just ran right through it. Cancino to kick it away. Kick is up. It is, no good. There's going to be, say, wide to the right side, so not good. unfortunate for Refugio. They didn't get their extra point, but I tell you one thing, they really have exploded here. As we mentioned earlier, we thought that one thing could happen. You know, either this game's gonna remain tremendously competitive, or the Bobcat offense could really fire off. 2:47 remains here in the third quarter. 41-14 the score.
Well, what, Stephen? They exploded for 20 points in this quarter.
It's been huge. It's been huge.
There we get a shot of the crowd there. Refugio always has a great following, Stephen. Of course, we mentioned what Beeville being only like 23 miles or so from Refugio. We'll have to look that up to be exact. But they've always followed their Bobcats no matter where they're playing at, Stephen. Great following here tonight from Refugio country.
Year in, year out, a winning program. Cancino kicks it away. He's going to come up short once again. Taken at the 22-yard line. Coverage unit is there. Gets to about 5 yards to the 28-yard line. Number 57, along with number 80, the men on the stop. Number 80, Ray Cancino. Number 57, B.J. Garcia.
2 minutes, 41 seconds left in the third quarter.
On first down, Campos comes to the ball. Timeout. We have way too many players on the field. Oh, we don't have a happy coach.
Stephen, well, we got a minute here. You mentioned Casino there on the number 80.
Ray, yes.
There's 4 brothers playing on this Refugio Bobcat team. Casinos, the McKinneys, the Sullivans.
Oh, 4 sets of brothers. Okay.
Yeah, 4 sets of brothers there. That tells you something about the tradition, as you mentioned a minute ago.
It's a family affair here, I'm telling you.
Tell you what, you look at the 2 Sullivans, how would you like to feed those young men?
No. Don't want to think about it. I feel for you, Mrs. Sullivan.
Ever get a shot of one of the Bobcat cheerleaders there?
That's Jessica Gum, if I'm not mistaken. She was in our intro before the game. Is that correct? Uh-huh. I have such a good memory.
There's either Mr. Bobcat or Mrs. Bobcat.
Your call.
Okay.
Your call.
The Refugio mascot, the Bobcat.
After the timeout, goes around the left side. On first down, gets a couple yards, possibly 3. Should be second down and 7 at the 31-yard line. Charlotte trying to put something together here.
You know, Stephen, with the score the way it is, we were talking to the people up here in the press box. The winner here goes on to play the winner of the Crawford-East Bernard game. And the last report we had from Brenham, I believe, that Crawford was on top of East Bernard in the third quarter.
See how that one turns out if we're lucky. Campos. He's looking. Does he have a man? Actually, he just overthrew. Oh, my goodness. Throws into double coverage, and it is broken up, so it will be third down. But I tell you, Campos has got quite an arm. He really can work it down the field. Again, it's going to be third down. Ball spotted again at the 31-yard line of Charlotte. Let's see if they can put something together here. Again, is Campos. It's been interesting because Campos has been throwing the ball well and down the field, but at times when they need good yardage, sometimes they've gone around the outside. Let's see what the play is here. This time he can drop. Here comes the pressure. Too much pressure. Way too much pressure. Blocking broke down completely. Linscomb. Oh, we're going to have a penalty flag. I think we're going to get an unsportsmanlike. Little too much celebration.
You know, Stephen, we wait on the call here from the official. We'd like to clarify something out. We got the report that they were playing in Brenham, but our notes say they're playing in Cartwheel right now. So East Bernard and Crawford, as we get the call on the field.
Unsportsmanlike against the Refugio Bobcats. Just a little too much celebration, so that's going to be a big penalty and a first down. So that takes away that sack, that takes away everything. You've got to maintain control.
Yeah, that was Crawford and East Bernard playing in Cartwell right now. The winner of that game plays the winner of this Refugio Charlotte game. And that score in the third quarter was Crawford 16, East Bernard 14.
15 yards is the penalty, moving it all the way to the 35-yard line and a first down. I'm sure Coach Harris is not a very happy person. I'm sure he's glad that they got the big sack, and he's glad they're putting the defensive hustle. But, you know, you've got to keep your mouth closed. Oh, wait a minute. It's not an automatic first down. I thought it was an automatic first down. I apologize. He threw a flag on me? How dare him?
Dead ball foul, illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure, moving it 5 yards back.
That was a dead ball call on that one, Stephen. What, moving the ball back 5 yards, illegal procedure on the Trojans. And on that step off, it looked like they never really got in sync to get the next play off.
I apologize on that call there, saying it was a first, and I thought that was an automatic first down after an unsportsmanlike penalty, but apparently I was wrong. It is higher. Oh, almost a block, and did they get a penalty? Did they get to the kicker? Bobcats just going to get away from that one. Michael Brown just kind of fooling with him, jump stepping in and out. But let's see what the play is. Did they get to the kicker? I thought that they might have gotten some contact, but apparently that's not the call. 1:18 remains here in the third quarter. 27-point lead. New quarterback, Jason Garza, number 12, back in the ballgame. Hands it off the middle. Bisbee works his way forward. Gets about 5 good yards.
You know, you mentioned new quarterback Garza in there. We're also going to have to try to pick up those linemen. I do see some different linemen as far as the offensive line goes of the Bobcats here in this possession there, Stephen. Try to pick up some of those numbers. I might have to get some help from you there.
I'll do the best I can.
Take 4 yards on the play, 2nd and 6.
On second down. Going to go to, I believe, Hollins. He only gets about a yard on the play there. Not much there. They filled up the hole rather well, did the Trojans. All right, now it's easy for the Trojans to get a little discouraged. Again, they trail by almost 4 touchdowns, and they could have a mental breakdown. Let's see if that is not the case. 3rd down and 5, gaining 1 on that last play. Garza hands up the middle. Bisbee, here he goes again. 40, 50, 45, 42-yard line. They are really just punishing them up the middle. Bisbee does an outstanding job once again, taken down by Campos, number 15.
You know, Stephen, try and get some of the linemen in there as we come to
That will go ahead.
Yeah, number 54 there had a key block there for the Refugio Bobcats, looked like, on that.
Renee Rodriguez.
Renee Rodriguez, number 54, trying to spot all those new linemen coming into the ball game. But at the end of the quarter, the Cats on top.
You're right. The Cats are on top, 41-14. Of our sponsors that make this happen, of course, the great people at Whataburger. The Whataburger and Refugio proudly supports the Refugio Bobcats as they make tracks to the 2A state championship. And of course, TPR Arena Team Roping. The TPR Arena, located 2 miles west of Refugio on Highway 202, proudly supports the Refugio Bobcats as they strive for the 2A state championship. For more information, call 526-2737. Go Bobcats, from Tony and Roxy Padilla. Michael Brown to open up this 4th quarter, turns it on the field. Brown does it again. He does it again.
What do you think, Stephen?
He's having a heck of a ball game.
You'd think he'd be tired after that run there, but I know he's one happy camper. Michael Brown last week, scored 2 touchdowns in the bi-district game, and he's just contributed tonight just where he left off last week.
I tell you, it's been an outstanding game for those guys. Cancino to kick it away. Had to go get his tea. Oh, so excited. Didn't have a tea, but the clock has started. He better hurry up. Brought it down. It is up. It is good. So a little hurry up from the kicker there. Got himself in position. 48-14 the score. 11:49 to go here in the ball game. Wow.
Well, Stephen, our storyline fell into place here. We talked about it right at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. It's all happened here as we just started this 4th quarter.
Plain and simple. They just exploded. Refugio is going to be kicking this ball away, seeing if the defense can stay. But again, the big thing now is not to have a letdown. You know, I'm sure Coach Harris is glad he's got a great lead. There's no doubt about that, but I'm sure he would prefer to have the defense and the offense play a complete ball game from whistle to whistle.
Well, we're seeing quite a few more linemen take part in this ball game. We're going to try to get some of those numbers and bring out some names there to go with those numbers. But at this point, the Refugio Bobcats, I know down deep they're kind of thinking of what's going on in Cardwell as far as Crawford and East Bernard goes. We're going to try to get some scores from Cardwell in here and see what goes on down there, Stephen. Last report we had, Crawford was on top.
Kicking the ball away, Cancino. Oh, it's bobbled at the goal line, going to work it forward. Oh, my goodness, here comes the pressure at the 5. Ooh, a slew of Bobcats. Going to be taken down to the 6-yard line. This is where the Trojans will take over. See if they can put something together here. Answer back to this explosion by the Refugio Bobcats. Campos under center as receivers split to each side. Wants to throw once again. Throws out off the hands. Is it going to be? Oh, incomplete. Incomplete.
Looks like number 24 back there, Lucas Garcia.
He had the first shot at it. The number 7, Bert McKinney, made a diving attempt, but that much short. That much short. I'm sure he would have loved to have been able to put one of those on the books.
Well, right now with the score 48-14, we know what the Trojans are trying to do. They're trying to get some points on the board. We know they're going to be throwing the ball, Stephen.
I must be corrected here. Burl McKinney. I think I called him Bert. I can't have that happen. Campos, pump fake, wants to... Oh, wait a minute. Is he going to be taken down? Let's see. He is taken down so close to the goal line. Is he in the end zone? No, they say he does stay out of the end zone. It'll be about the 1-yard line, but he is flirting with the safety.
Stephen, we saw some different numbers there. Number 28, number 44 on the defensive side of the ball for the Bobcats. Let you pick up some names there to go with the numbers. 28 and 44 there look like from up here. Well, we get some
44,
Javiers.
Oscar Martinez Jr.
Okay.
But 28, I'm going to have some problems with that one. We'll see if that's
okay, we'll try to do better spotting for you.
We'll see if that's correct. Campos pitches out. Left side, he's going to be taken down in the end zone. Taken down in the end zone, James Hayward. That is going to be a safety for the Refugio Bobcats. 2 points.
Great penetration there from the defense, Stephen.
When you're hot, you're hot. The second half has been all Refugio.
We made a comment, once again, that storyline. The defense would have to adjust to start off the second half. They did, and the offense put some points there, 20 points in the third quarter, and it's been all Bobcats here in Beeville, folks.
It really has been, and like I said, Coach Harris is going to be very happy. Again, they're playing an outstanding game here in the second half, and I'm sure he wants them to continue this to the final whistle. No letdowns. There'll be a lot of kids that probably get an opportunity to play here also, and he wants them to do well as well.
Well, Stephen, we keep referring back to the next round. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Crawford-East Bernard game. The last report we had, Crawford was still on top with about 3 minutes left in the ball game by a score of 16-14 Crawford.
Well, in the situation of a safety, of course, the team, in this case the Trojans, will have to kick it away to Refugio. They can either, I believe, they have the option to either kick it off a tee or punt it away, and let's see what they choose to do. Again, it'll be from their 20-yard line. Looks like they'll be punting it away. I think that's Manuel Dominguez. Is that correct? I mean, he'll be punting it away, or I'm having trouble again. Those yellow numbers on those white jerseys.
Just like the
Odomals do that.
Exactly.
Oh, man, I tell you, that's a tough one. We got to have a talk with them. No one ever seems to ask our opinion, though.
And we get the punt, Stephen?
Punts it away. Going to be taken, takes one big bounce. A little funny bounce, picked up at the 43-yard line. Hollins turning the corner, 40, 30. Going to be taken down, 24-yard line. He made the best of that situation. Number 26, I believe. No, I'm trying to see who that was. Oh, penalty flag. Every time something good goes on. I believe that was number 20. I'm going to say number 20, period. Adam Vetta was the man who took him down, but looks like we're going to move that back a few yards. Legal block in the back, so it'll be spotted at the 41-yard line.
Illegal block in the back, charging the Bobcats.
Refugio will take over from there. Again, it's one of those situations, the ball was bouncing around so much, it's actually somewhat of a distraction to the coverage team. Sometimes they pull themselves out of their lanes, and a lot of times you'll see big plays happen on situations like that. The return was huge for Hollins, but knocked back a few with the penalty. Garza back in at quarterback. Call the signal is going to go right at the gut. I believe that's Cedric Wills. Gets over the 40 to the 39-yard line.
How about goes to number 30, Cedric
It's like number 57 there on the stop for the Trojans there, Steve.
Nope. No 57.
Okay. All right.
Good guess. Good guess. But no, again, the interior of the Trojan line does a good job stopping Wills after a gain of about 3 or 4. Garza under center once again. Looks like we have some movement. It's going to slip down Hayward, the back. But
And I went to number 9, James Hayward.
thought there might have been some
Number 60,
a little early movement there. Apparently not. They're saying it was legitimate. I'll tell you one thing. That happened earlier. I noted earlier that either they're firing off the line extremely well, or they're getting off a little bit early. But clean play, outstanding.
Well, 9:20 and the clock is rolling. Stephen left in this ball game.
Once again, Bisbee's back in the ballgame. He's going to take this one, run it up the field for a first down.
Stephen, I'm going to put you to the test here. Number 72 in at the center spot. In the past, you always look at some kind of marking, some on their ankles or whatever. Number 72, is that Sullivan? Or is that Matt Johnson playing from the JV, the sophomore?
I bet you it's Sullivan.
Okay. You always come up with some way to detect the difference in the ball players there. In this situation, both of them wearing, according to the roster, number 72. So, okay, we'll go. That was Sullivan, you're saying, at the center position, okay?
I remember last week, I think we had number 10 handing off to number 10.
You're right.
I was a little confused.
Okay, because on that particular play, Sean Sullivan really fired out after the snap of the ball and had a key block.
Garza once again. There was a penalty on that last play. They moved it back. Hayward uses his speed, spins his way backward, actually backs his way to the 35-yard line.
Well, Hayward's getting a chance to run with the ball there, Stephen. Now he's contributed quite a bit in tonight's ball game from the defensive inside linebacker position. Now he's getting to put some yardage up there as far as per carries go.
He's doing an outstanding job, and that's kind of scary. I tell you one thing, at 6 foot, 235 pounds, yeah, I wouldn't be looking forward for that too much. What do we do with this?
Yeah, the field goal attempt coming up.
They're bringing the field goal team. This is going to be a 52-yard attempt by Cancino. He's got a great leg. Spot is down. It is high. Is it long? Just short. Just short. I'll tell you one thing, he does have plenty of leg. He just happened to pull that one up in the air just a little bit too much, but he definitely has plenty of leg. So we'll probably possibly see one of those this year.
Well, you know, he hit that one last week from 21 yards out. I believe he's got like a 41-yarder to his credit in his career as far as field goal attempts go, Stephen.
Yeah, you've seen on his kickoff attempts that the man has plenty of leg to get the job done. 35-yard line, first down and 10. 3 receivers to the right side. Campos drops back. Oh, here comes the pressure. He's going to turn it up himself. He will run back through 40, 50, follows his blocking, outstanding blocking, 40, 30, cuts it back inside, taken out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Campos does an outstanding job running through, kind of similar to what he did earlier, a little serpentine, just zigging and zagging between players, and it will be out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Well, the junior tonight has really amazed me, Stephen. They're down on the scoreboard, but right now, Ruben Campos is still trying to make things happen down on the field.
Showing a lot of heart, exactly. Kind of player a coach loves to have.
He's only a junior, remember that.
Yeah, he'll be back. Got plenty of arm. He's obviously shown that he can run well. We might see him in the future. Man in motion to the right side on first down from the 21. Pitch to the right side. Oh, great penetration. Number 74, Brad Odom, once again calling his name. Just completely shut that play down, grabbed onto a jersey, would not let go, spun him backwards for even a loss of a couple extra yards. Fun stuff. It gets fun. Again, the defense does not let down either. Again, a big play against them. They could easily get their head down a bit, but no, they respond positively, setting them back a few yards. Campos wants to throw. He straight drop. Here comes the pressure. He turns it up again. Tries to work his way forward. This time he will be grabbed by the ankle. Number, I believe, 88. That was Mascoro on the stop. It will be short. It'll be 3rd down and 4 he'll need for the first down. So let's see what happens here on the 3rd. Campos. One man in the backfield. He wants to throw. He straight drop. Across the middle. Is it complete? Oh, batted away. Double coverage, and I'll tell you one thing, he did a great job threading the needle, but number 24 for the Refugio Bobcats, Lucas Garcia, kept his hand in there, swatted it away, broke up the play. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down and 4. Again, after the ball game, Bobcat Corner will be following. And Albert, who you got on your show today?
Well, today we'll have athletic director and head coach, Coach George Harris. And I believe we're going to have a special guest, the defensive coordinator, Coach McKinney, join us for Bobcat Corner immediately following the ball game here, Stephen.
That'll be quite informative. We'll get their information. On 4th down, they're going to throw it down the field. It's going to be intercepted. Desperation 4th down play, intercepted. Turned up the field, 20, 30, 40. Leaps over one, taken out of bounds at the 43-yard line. That was number 34, Norman Moya, making the best of his opportunity, turning it back up the field. Getting good yardage, but opportunity blown as far as the Trojans are concerned. They had a great play getting them on the Refugio side of the field, but could not capitalize. And we talked about that earlier. When you have an opportunity, you must be able to convert. You must be able to take advantage of these opportunities because they don't come along that often.
You know, you mentioned Moya there. Previously, you mentioned Garcia and also number 7, Burrow McKinney. We're seeing quite a few different defensive secondary people get a chance to play here late in the game for the Refugio Bobcats as far as the secondary goes, Stephen.
43-yard line, 1st down for Refugio. Got a new quarterback in the ball game. Hands it off. It's going to be a gain of about 1. Man on the carry, number 80. That is Ray Cancino. He's in the ball game. Number 7. Was that 7, Burrow McKinney, in at quarterback?
It sure looked like it there, Stephen. Once again, we looked at that deal how you have to pick up numbers. McKinney had been having his hands taped there, or that's what he has there. So that is Burrow McKinney.
Yeah, now that is Burrow McKinney. He is in 5'11", 170-pound sophomore. Could be a quarterback of the future. Handoff, right side, up over the 45, down to the 47, possibly 48-yard line. Trying to see who was out on that. Did you get that ball carrier there?
Not.
Missed it. Well, we'll get it next time.
I'm trying to pick up some of these linemen's names, Stephen. I'm letting you run with the ball, and I'm going to be doing the blocking for you. Try to get some of the lineman numbers that are in the ball game at this point. As the Refugio Bobcats do lead by a score of 50-14, and chances are they will advance to meet the winner of Crawford East Bernard. That's what I'm working on over here on this end from the press box, Stephen.
50-14 is the score. As you see, McKinney on 3rd down. He takes it himself. Left side. Oh, stingy defense by the Trojans. We're not fooled. 3 men stayed at home. Number 86 led the charge, Gary Vallejo, and they push McKinney back, and they'll bring on the punting unit.
Tell you what, Stephen, there we see what Scotty says, the number 1 Bobcat fan there cheering on his Bobcats here in Beeville tonight. Stephen, an update from Cartwell. East Bernard has just scored as this punt goes.
Do they get a piece of that punt? Now that I think about it, they might have got a small piece, but it is going to go out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
East Bernard, Stephen, scored with about a minute left in the ball game to go on top of Crawford by a score of 21-16. So we could be looking at next week's matchup between the Refugio Bobcats and an East Bernard team.
We will soon find out soon enough. 3:53 remains in this ball game, though. 50-14 the score. Campos, the quarterback, tired. He's worked very hard tonight. 3 receivers. Actually, yes, 3 receivers to the right side. Going to go up the middle. Upended, not a thing there. Defense was not fooled. Number 72, the first man. Of course, that is Sean Sullivan. Again, got plenty of help. Mascoro was in there. I'm trying to see who the other one was, but again, that was a little bit of gang tackling by the Bobcats.
Looked like also in on that play was Oscar Martinez, number 44 there, Stephen, getting some playing time. Looks like he's playing one of the down lineman techniques there.
It'll be 2nd down. They might get a yard on the play, possibly. I'm just going to call it 2nd down and 10.
You know, Stephen, we look back late in the first half. Things going Trojans' way. What the score was 21-14.
That's
Everything
right.
just fell apart. Okay.
On the 2nd down play. Same situation. Nothing there. Same situation, number 72. Sean Sullivan.
Everything, like we were commenting, just fell apart to begin the third quarter as far as the Trojans went. We thought they had some momentum going in at halftime, but the adjustments were made late in the first quarter as far as the Bobcats defense went. Second quarter, they carried out those adjustments, and they just came out in the third quarter and played some offense, and that was the key to this ball game, scoring, 20 points in the third quarter to put the Trojans out of reach.
Yeah, then they've been playing some outstanding football, especially in the second half. On third down, Campos wants to throw. He's going to turn it himself. Cuts back inside, gets all the way to the 39-yard line, definitely short of the first down. The man on the stop, number 88, Moscoro, doing a great job. Michael Moscoro, 6 foot, 200-pound senior linebacker. Really good range. Got outside, and Campos, I'll be honest with you, he's got to be a little tired. He's made some long runs tonight, and he's been hit a number of times. I mean, because he's had to turn up the field himself because there's been so much pressure in the backfield. He hasn't had that many opportunities. Well, he's thrown the ball a number of times, but there was also a number of other times where he didn't have time, and he's had to turn it up. So he's taking a number of shots. Believe it's fourth down. Two receivers up on the right side. Back goes out in the pattern to the right. He rolls to his left. He squares up. It is going to be caught. 35-yard line. 30. 20. Taken out of bounds. 16-yard line.
Roman Smith back there defending number 2, but it looked like Moya, the number 34, coming up with that tackle there, Stephen. Well,
we have a timeout on the field, I believe.
Refugio calls timeout. I tell you what.
On first down, quarterback Campos trying to make something happen. The pocket just totally collapses on him, bringing him to the ground. Number 74, Odom once again, who's having an outstanding ball game.
Also number 47 there is Stephen assistant Lindstrom, I believe that was number 47.
Zach Lindstrom doing an outstanding job also, but they are determined. The Trojans want to put some more points on the board. It's a matter of pride. Throwing across the middle, found his man at the 5, upended. Number 1, Michael Brown comes up from the safety position, puts a lick on number 18, Jason Ruppel, but not much time left in this ball game. Like we said, it is a matter of pride for them right now.
Was it timeout Trojans there, Stephen?
I believe so. Michael Brown makes that big hit on the play, taking down Ruppel. Scoring opportunity here from the 5-yard line. First down, goal to goal. Campos rolls right. Is he going to turn it up? He's going to make the throw. It's batted down. Batted down. Number 7, Burl McKinney, along with Michael Brown, number 1 there. But I believe McKinney was the one who put those big paws up there and knocked it down. Second down, goal to goal from the 5. 3 receivers left side. They're going to try and flood the end zone, but here comes the pressure. Can Campos break free? He's been good early, but he is not going to do it this time. Ooh, man. Sean Sullivan, number 72, 265-pound sophomore. Point that out real quick. Sophomore.
Looked like also number 44 there, Stephen. A junior, Oscar Martinez, getting a chance to play defense here for the Bobcats.
Clock is winding out here in this ball game. Again, they have one more opportunity to try and get some points on the board. Like we said, it's a matter of pride. Plain and simple. Let's see. Campos has pretty much got everyone in the pattern. One man in the backfield. Here comes the pressure, and it is going to be another sack. He's got him in control. Doesn't need to drag him down. Number 72 does it once again. Sean Sullivan, another big, big play. I believe that's going to be it. You're right, folks. The final score, 50-14. The Refugio Bobcats defeat the Charlotte Trojans here at A.C. Jones Beeville Trojan Stadium. So, again, it's been an exciting one, and they advance against East Bernard. Place to be determined. Place, time, etc. to be determined. We want to thank you for joining us once again. I'm Stephen King for Albert Flores, and great fun being here tonight. And stay tuned. After the broadcast, of course, Bobcat Corner will be coming. Albert will be with you. He'll have a guest, Coach Harrison, I believe Coach McKinney this week. So stay with us. And real quick, one last thing before I go. I must say, I want to thank the sponsors. I must do it. They're the ones who make this possible. Excel Sports Therapy, First National Bank, the Friends of the Refugio Bobcats, Moya's Mexican Food, Refugio Booster Club, Refugio Motor Company, TPR Arena, and of course, the people at Whataburger. Thank them all, and also thank you for joining us. Good night.
Hello, welcome to Bobcat Corner. I'm your host, Albert Flores, along with Athletic Director and Head Football Coach George Harris, and our special guest today, Coach McKinney, the Defensive Coordinator of the Refugio Bobcats. Coach Harris, great game last night. The preparation is what you anticipated.
Thanks. We had a great offensive game. Picked up over 500 yards on the ground. Had 3 backs over 100 yards, so we couldn't ask for much more.
Coach McKinney, your defense made some adjustments. You hadn't played this type of team as far as the run and shoot goes. You made some adjustments. I noticed there late in the first quarter. You kept them up in the second quarter. You come back in the third quarter. Your outcome of the defensive side of the ball.
Well, we hadn't seen anybody like this all year, and it's a little different when you do it in practice than when you do it in a game. And once they threw some wrinkles at us, and they was able to hurt us a little bit, so we made some adjustments. And really, the adjustments didn't take effect till halftime when the kids really understood what needed to be done, and then we was able to do a lot better job in the second half.
Well, I know there in the second quarter, the score 21-14. Trojans had a chance to put some more points on the board. Is that what you're pointing out to be the turning point of the ball game?
Well, I don't think our kids really took him as seriously as they should have with a quarterback like Campos was. He was by far the most dangerous quarterback we've seen all year, but he had a chance to tie it up there at the last play before halftime. But Roman Smith did a real good job knocking that ball out of bounds.
Coach Harris, as far as your offensive play calling, who handles that from the sideline or from above in the press box?
Well, I have Coach Rick Keese up in the press box. He offers suggestions, and by my side is Coach Gilbert Price, quarterback coach, and between the three of us, we come up with what we're going to run.
Run is the call here. Bisbee and Hollins and Brown, the intensity they showed in the third quarter to score 20 points. I know Brown scored on a long run there. He had some key blocking. The wideouts, I saw some great seal blocking. Do y'all work on this during the week?
Yeah, Coach Gilbert Price works on our stock blocking by our wide receivers, and he's really improved them this year from their performances last year.
You referred to as stock blocking. That's something we'll keep in mind. I know in the viewing of the game from above, I kept saying seal blocking, but stock blocking. Okay, I'll put that one in our terminology. Coach McKinney, ask you some here. You have 2 sons, of course, Will McKinney, the senior, and you have Burrell. We saw him late in the ball game getting some playing time as far as quarterback goes. How does it feel to have your sons on the playing field and you coaching as far as the defense goes when Will's playing defensive end?
Well, I take a special interest when they're out there, but I don't have time really to worry about that too much. But because I got all these other responsibilities. But it's a great feeling to watch them play and coach them. And besides just those two, my 2 sons, there's 4 sets of brothers on this team, and it's real interesting to see how they all play together, and the Sullivan brothers and the Casinos and the Blands, besides my 2 sons. So it's really been a special team, I think, this year, a little different team. That it's very unusual to have that many brothers on one team, especially the varsity team.
Coach Harris, Coach McKinney just said their special team. I know that this playoff venture is kind of special for the coaching staff and the players and the community of Refugio. We caught an article in the College Times last week on Coach Marshall, I believe it was. Could you touch up on us what has occurred there?
Yeah, Coach Marshall suffered a heart attack, I guess it's on Monday before the Woodsboro game, and on Tuesday had bypass surgery, and the team then chose to dedicate the remainder of the season to Coach Marshall, and we even had little decals made to put on our headgears with AM on them, standing for Coach Marshall, and Coach Marshall always carried the flag, leading the team onto the field, and each week a senior we draw a number to see which senior is going to carry in the flag.
Coach McKinney, I spotted something from above in the from the press box. Looking down Friday night at the players, somebody hadn't noticed during district play. Their helmets, they had some green on them. Is there something there that we don't know about?
Well, the kids picked this tradition up, I think, from Schulenburg when we was in the playoffs a few years ago. whether after the game, especially when we win, we trade decals with the opponents. Sometimes they're shocked now, like Banchetti was and a few other, Charlotte was, I'm sure, what our kids trade decals. But it's kind of neat to do it in the playoffs, and they keep all those decals for later on, I guess, for memories. But it's a lot of fun.
You know, that's a tradition that goes along, I guess, with all the other traditions that Refugio has. Coming up into the stands there, Coach Harris, there were some ladies. They have a tradition of attending all the pep rallies, I believe. Can you recap something on these ladies?
They call themselves the grannies, and I know that they attend all the games and the pep rallies they can, and they dress alike, and I think they go out and eat together before the game. So they're great boosters of the Bobcats.
Great boosters. Well, with a 50-14 score over Charlotte, now you prepare this coming week to face East Bernard. I know in the past you've been preparing to play Schulenburg at this point. Now you have East Bernard. Could you kind of tell us what to look for as far as East Bernard goes?
As far as I'll tell you about their defense, Coach can tell you about their offense, but defensively they'll be by far the quickest team that we've played in some time. We're going to have to really do a great job in order to move the ball against them.
Coach McKinney, you want to kind of relate on the offense as far as East Bernard goes?
Well, offensively, we just got through facing one great quarterback. Now we got to face another one. This one here is going to be a lot quicker. He's just a sophomore, but he's got more moves than he should have. But we're going to have a hard time getting a hold of him. But they got him at quarterback, and then they got a great tailback that's got a lot of great speed and moves, and they're quick, and they're run oriented more than they are pass. They don't throw it that much, but when they do, we got to be careful about that, be aware of that. But this is going to be the quickest team we've seen.
Offensive-wise, what do we expect from East Bernard?
They're going to run a lot of sweeps and some option and blast at us. They got a fullback that's about 245 pounds that we got to deal with. That lead blocks, he doesn't hardly ever carry the ball, but every once in a while. But they run two tight ends and they'll come at you. And they do they run wide a lot just to try to find the seam and get upfield. And we got to be ready for the cutback, and that's where we had a little trouble against Taft early in the year with the cutback, and so this will be a great challenge for us.
Coach Harris, how did you come out of the area game as far as health goes?
We had no injuries whatsoever, so we came out in good shape. We're happy about that.
I know it's kind of a tradition in Refugio that to practice through Thanksgiving, and here it is. You're going to do this coming week. What preparation will you have with the short week as far as school goes and as far as the holiday goes, being Thanksgiving Day on Thursday?
Well, about the only difference, we'll practice Thursday morning from probably 8:30 to 10 and give them off that afternoon. And other than that, it'd be just like a regular day.
And do you know where you're going to play East Bernard at this point?
Yes, we'll play them in Victoria, 7:30 Friday night.
Okay, it's Victoria, 7:30. So are you the home team for this occasion?
Yeah, there'll be 3 games in a row wearing black, so we're happy about that.
Okay. Coach McKinney, in the past, how many years have you been at Refugio?
This is my 5th year, and this is 5 years in a row we played through at least Thanksgiving, so it's been a fun 5 years.
Well, you took the question right off. I was going to ask you, how does it change your as far as Thanksgiving holiday plans go? But you've been at Refugio 5 days, 5 years, so you kind of know what to expect.
As far as if the relatives want to see me, they come to Refugio and spend Thanksgiving with us.
Okay. Well, Coach Harris, Coach McKinney, lots of luck this coming Friday night in Victoria, 7:30 kickoff. You will be facing an East Bernard team that took on a strong Crawford team, and they scored, I believe, with a minute some left in the ball game to come out on top of that one by a score of 21-16. So, Refugio Bobcat fans, get ready. Head out to Victoria Friday night because the Bobcats will be in force, and you'll be there needed for your support. You've been seeing Bobcat Corner on TCI Cablevision.